2019 has already seen some great game releases in the form of Resident Evil 2 Remake, Apex Legends, and Kingdom Hearts 3. But there's a lot more gaming goodness on the horizon. In this video, we're going to count down the 10 most anticipated games of the year. We only consider games that actually have a 2019 release date, so The Last of Us 2, Halo Infinite, and Death Stranding are out. Now get ready for our top 10 best upcoming games of 2019.
For Division agents still struggling to hold this country together, it's time we kick our enemies out of their castles.
With Anthem being kind of a disappointment, all eyes are now on The Division 2 to become the new king of the cooperative shooter genre. We really enjoyed the first game, and it looks like this sequel has plenty of smart improvements. There's a brand new class system.
But we have the tools to fight back.
You can raid with not just 3, but 7 other players, and there's lots and lots of brand new loot to collect. We can't wait to liberate Washington, D.C. together with a group of friends.
Level up, level 30.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
Alright, flare is up, control point is ours. Nice.
We absolutely love the Yakuza series, so we're very excited about Judgment. This spin-off takes place in the same city as the Yakuza games, but it has an original story and different protagonists. You are a private investigator who has to track down a serial killer.
久しぶりだな、八神先生。法廷に立つ君を見られなくなって残念に思っていた。
This spin-off has new detective gameplay elements and a more serious story. However, it still has all the weirdness and brutal combat that the series is known for. Judgment probably won't be everybody's cup of tea, but we can't wait to get our hands on it later this year.
No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this.
The next Gears of War game is simply called Gears 5. The game picks up where Gears of War 4 left off, but this time you control Kate Diaz instead of JD. The introduction of a female protagonist is just one of the many changes to the formula. You will still spend a lot of time firing guns at bad guys from behind cover, but the developers promise a greater focus on story.
You're coming back to New Ephyra. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order!
Gears 5 moves away from the cover shooter genre as it slowly turns into an action-adventure. It shows that even the most hardcore franchises must evolve in order to survive. Dreams is an incredibly ambitious project from the developers of Little Big Planet. It's basically a game development tool that lets you create everything you can dream of. The beta version already showed the power of this tool as gamers made all sorts of awesome games and art. Just look at some of this stuff. Even if you don't like to create things, you can still get a lot of enjoyment out of Dreams by simply playing levels made by other gamers.
No suit's gonna slit your throat. Have you been to Hollywood?
Fight!
Call us crazy, but we still get excited every time a new Mortal Kombat game gets announced. The 11th game in the brutal fighting franchise still has plenty of new ideas. Mortal Kombat 11 has an improved graphics engine, which makes the characters and levels look better than ever before. There are also loads of ways to customize each fighter, which completely changes their playstyle. The only thing that hasn't changed are the fatalities. They are still as funny and brutal as ever.
Finish him!
Cut! Reset! Nero, jump in!
Devil May Cry 5 seems to be a return to form after the much-hated reboot from 2013. The game offers the stylish, over-the-top action we all love, with a couple of awesome new features. It has 3 playable characters that all have unique movesets. Nero has prosthetic arms that can be used as weapons.
Let's get airborne!
The new character V has the ability to summon demons.
This is the mythical.
And Dante still plays like Dante, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
You can keep traveling deeper.
Remedy Entertainment is a great developer that gave us some amazing games in the form of Max Payne and Alan Wake. The upcoming game Control seems to provide more of their unique blend of action with a supernatural vibe. You play a young woman who explores a shape-shifting world armed with telekinetic abilities and a gun. This won't be a typical third-person shooter, as the weird and unpredictable levels seem to provide some very original gameplay. Let's just hope the story won't be as bad as Quantum Break.
The oldest house is a shifting place.
Ghost of Tsushima is a brand new game from the guys behind the Infamous series. This open-world action game will take players back to feudal Japan. You play one of the last samurai on a small island that has been taken over by a Mongolian invasion. The open world looks absolutely stunning. The gameplay is a mix of stealth and some very brutal combat. Fights really come down to timing instead of just hacking and slashing your way through enemies. If this plays as well as it looks, we are definitely in for a treat.
You are my friend. Give me the mark. No.
Please remain calm. You may notice a slight change in the environment.
The 2016 reboot of Doom is one of our favorite games in recent years. It was a nostalgic throwback to the 90s, with lots of gore, a great combo system, and an amazing soundtrack. That's why we are so excited about its sequel, Doom Eternal. Evil forces have begun to invade Earth, and it's up to the Doomslayer to stop them. This game offers loads of new weapons as you rip and tear your way through twice as many demons as the original game. We are pretty sure Doom Eternal is going to be awesome.
Your hunger may beget a fine shinobi. I expected no less from you, my boy.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is the next game by From Software, which makes it a very big deal. The studio has a hardcore following of fans thanks to legendary games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. You play a ninja who seeks revenge on the samurai who attacked him and his lord.
noble shinobi stands in our way.
The game seems to be a little more action-packed than Dark Souls. However, we're sure the boss fights will be just as difficult, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.